Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. Over the last 7.5 weeks, the men and women before you have transformed from civilians into motivated, disciplined warriors with a foundation rooted in the Department of the Air Force's one team, one fight mantra. Once they leave basic military training, they will continue on to technical training to learn the skills needed to perform one of 118 specialties. They will then move on to serve at one of the 84 installations around the globe or work directly with our sister services. As they move on to technical training, they will continue to focus on adapting to the military requirements, achieving occupational proficiency, and learning how to be highly productive members of the armed forces. These men and women will prepare for increased responsibility and must ensure they are trained, qualified, and mission ready. These graduates are the future of our national defense and will pave the way for the generations that will follow. 737th Training Group, United States Air Force. Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas. Subject, Honor Element. The Honor Element streamer is awarded to the 320th Training Squadron, Flight 166, Alpha Element, for their significant accomplishments during demonstrating teamwork, excellence, and spirit de corps during the period of 5 January through 19 February 2026. Signed, Bill Ackman, Colonel, United States Air Force. The Honor Element was led by Staff Sergeant Caitlin Bell and Staff Sergeant John Joseph Takero. Of the hundreds of thousands of American citizens that enter the workforce each year, less than 1% have joined the ranks of the United States Armed Forces. These graduates before you have reached a milestone in their military journey and will require your continued support to assist them in their future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of musical honors. Thank you. Please be seated.
Okay. They want home and play musical chairs. It's natural.
The graduates passing in review today represent a portion of the 42,000 men and women who will complete the Department of the Air Force's basic military training this year. The 737 training group provides all recruits and essential military training to become motivated members of the world's greatest Air Force and Space Force. The military training instructors are responsible for the indoctrination, development, and discipline of the airmen and guardians. They have dedicated endless hours to ensure all training objectives are met. Today's graduates have proven through academic studies, military training, physical training, and the development of teamwork that they are ready to take their place in the United States Armed Forces. As our graduates turn left onto the bomb run to pass and review, they will march over the enlisted heroes walk. The men and women recognized on the pavers have been awarded our nation's highest honors, representing heroic and unselfish actions as members of the United States Armed Forces during conflicts across the globe. Their decorations include 9 Medals of Honor, 23 Air Force Crosses, and 162 Silver Stars awarded for bravery during encounters while with hostile enemy combatants. These enlisted heroes serve to inspire all service members to execute their duties courageously and with honor in their service to this great nation. We would like to direct your attention to our national, state, and territorial flags. As these flags pass in review, please stand and render the appropriate courtesies for our national flag.
There you go.
As a reminder, military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hands over their heart. Once the flag has passed, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow all guests the opportunity to view the flights as they pass in review. Now passing in review, from Delta 1, Detachment 3, the Commander of Troops, Technical Sergeant Tyler Strouser, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, Falcon, Colorado. The Drum and Bugle Corps, Flight 168 and 169, led by Staff Sergeant Tanija Gather, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Grand Rapids, Michigan. From the 737 Training Support Squadron, A Squadron Staff, led by Master Sergeant Charles Scott, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, Douglasville, Georgia.
And the flag one, but the third course of 1, 2, 3.
From the 322nd Training Squadron, Flight 170, led by Master Sergeant Maria Rodriguez, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Masaya, Nicaragua. Flight 171, led by Staff Sergeant Joshua Pekarski, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, Bismarck, North Dakota. Flight 172, led by Staff Sergeant Jessica Weaver, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Idaho Falls, Idaho.
Go Jones! Oh, Lucas, yeah!
Flight 173.
Dylan!
Technical Sergeant Joseph Falk. Military Training Instructor Trainer. Hometown Terry Hawk, Indiana.
Good job, Dylan!
Dylan!
Yay, Cameron!
From the 320th Training Squadron, Flight 166, led by Technical Sergeant Rafael Guzman Peniagua. Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown Orosi, California.
Too many blue flags.
Yeah.
Flight 167, led by Staff Sergeant Brett Leonard, Military Training Instructor, hometown Yorba Linda, California.
He's good. Oh, young man.
From the 323rd Training Squadron, Flight 177, led by Technical Sergeant Arlen Wiley, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown York, South Carolina. Flight 176, led by Technical Sergeant Patrick Gorski, Military Training Instructor, hometown Baker, Florida.
Oh, wow. Baker.
From the 326th Training Squadron, Color Guard, led by Technical Sergeant Aaron Reese, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown Lakeland, Florida. The Flag Mass Flights 174 and 175, led by Technical Sergeant Charlie Stewart, Military Training Instructor, hometown Henrietta, Texas. From the 324th Training Squadron, B Squadron Staff, led by Staff Sergeant Terry Carter, Military Training Instructor, hometown Jacksonville, Florida. Flight 178, led by Staff Sergeant Carter Young, Military Training Instructor, hometown Montgomery, Alabama. Flight 179, led by Staff Sergeant Jose Gonzalez, Military Training Instructor, hometown San Antonio, Texas. Flight 180, led by Staff Sergeant Jake Sistick, Military Training Instructor, hometown Las Vegas, Nevada. From Delta 1, Detachment 3, Flight 181, led by Sergeant Jenna Hill, Military Training Instructor, hometown Windsor, New York. Flight 182, led by Master Sergeant Michael Fenrick, Military Training Instructor, hometown Livermore, Kentucky. Flight 183, led by Technical Sergeant Jay Karpicki, Military Training Instructor, hometown Valdosta, Georgia.
Why are you running? Look at him. Go on and go then. So you gotta get down. Oh, so they can walk in straight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing and singing of the United States Air Force song and Space Force song.
I like when they do they walk. It's my favorite. Let me tell you, people want to do it.
Thank you. You may be seated. Musical support for this morning's ceremony has been provided by the airmen from the 321st Training Squadron, performing under the direction of Staff Sergeant Alex Lou Macias, military training instructor, hometown, Guayaquil, Ecuador. These individuals have been hand-selected to perform for today's ceremony. In addition to completing all basic training syllabus and training requirements, Drum and Bugle Corps members commit additional training hours for practice throughout their weeks of training. Their extra effort demonstrates commitment and teamwork. With each Drum and Bugle Corps performance, they honor the long-standing tradition of live music at formal military ceremonies. we would like to take a moment to congratulate all of our honor students as well as their families. Basic military training honor graduates distinguished themselves by being ranked in the top 10% of all graduates in their class. The exceptional integrity, service before self, and excellence, combined with character, commitment, connection, and courage they displayed throughout basic military training, earned them this outstanding distinction. As the flights march forward for the oath of enlistment, we would like to reflect on our establishment. The United States Air Force was born with the passage of the National Security Act on September 18, 1947. Since then, anytime and anywhere America and its allies have needed air power, airmen have answered the call. Innovation is our heritage. It is an integral part of how we train and employ our force. Through this innovation, the United States Space Force was established. On December 20th, 2019, the National Defense Authorization Act was signed into law, creating the first new branch of the armed services since 1947. The establishment of the Space Force resulted from widespread recognition that space is a national security imperative. Today, with a legacy of excellence and a spirit of courage, we work to develop air-minded airmen and guardians. With the support of the American people, our airmen and guardians are ready to meet these challenges by following the example of those who came before us. In short, by innovating, accelerating, and thriving as we move into the future. Ladies and gentlemen, General Chance Salzman will now come forward and address our graduating class.
Good morning. Welcome. What a momentous day for our Air Force and our Space Force. It's so great to see all of you standing here with pride at the finish line of basic military training. 7.5 weeks ago, over 800 of you showed up here as individuals. People from varied backgrounds from all over the nation and with unique motivations for signing on the dotted line. But today you leave here as one team of airmen and guardians dedicated to a mission, securing the air and space domains, and in doing so, guaranteeing the freedom we all enjoy. During your time here, we've challenged you, physically, mentally, as individuals and as a team, and you have met every challenge with commitment and determination. But believe me, this is just the beginning. You are joining our military at a time unlike we've seen in generations, and our world will continue to evolve. The threats we face in the air and in space will only grow more complex, and our adversaries are sharpening their own swords every day. But I'm not worried. Each of you has proven yourself. I know you have the courage to challenge the status quo, the innovative spirit to step ahead of our adversaries, and the warrior mindset to meet anything the nation demands of you. I hope you take with you the lessons you've learned and the connections you've made. Those skills and relationships will last you a lifetime, no matter how long you spend in uniform. Of course, none of that would be possible without the exceptional team of MTIs and the staff of the 737 Training Group and Space Delta One. Your unmatched professionalism, commitment, and skill as instructors have shaped these men and women into the warriors they are today. Their successes during training and beyond are a testament to the exceptional training you've provided. Thank you for your leadership. And finally, I'd like to recognize all the families and friends and veterans who have supported these graduates along the way. It's wonderful to see so many of you here today. These airmen and guardians would not be standing here today without your support, and I know they will not let you down. Graduates, I'm incredibly proud of each and every one of you, and I'm confident that no matter what challenges we may face in the future, you have what it takes to fight and win for your families and for our nation. So now, airmen and guardians, I just have one question for you. Are you prepared to join the ranks of the world's greatest Air Force and Space Force? That certainly sounds to me like you're ready. So let's give you the oath of enlistment.
Please stand, as General Salzman will not administer the oath of enlistment. Instructors, place your flights at attention.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Congratulations, airmen and guardians. Welcome to the forces.
Thank you, General Salzman. Please remain standing while our graduates recite the Airman's Creed and for the departure of the official party. I am an American airman. As a reminder, military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute as the U.S. flags pass. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hands over their hearts. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hands over their heart. Once the flag has passed, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow all other guests the opportunity to view the flights. As a reminder, the flights are positioned as viewed from the bleachers to the left of the reviewing stands. Flights 170, 171, 172, 173, 166, 167, 176, 177. And to the right of the reviewing stand, flights 178, 179, 180, 181, 182, and 183. Please remain in your seated area. The graduates will be dismissed momentarily. Town Pass ends at 1800 hours. When dropping off members, please stay in your vehicle. Family members are not authorized to enter any training area. Please be careful while exiting the bleachers and while moving onto the grassy areas. For your safety, we also ask that you refrain from climbing the guardrails and only use the stairs to exit the bleachers.
I'm going to climb the guardrails.
Please enjoy your stay.